participants. Take the time to respect all who are attending and participating in this education-based activity. Respect others and expect to receive respect from others. Be inclusive in your behavior and do rowdy right.
I'm moving my camera. Which camera is this? Okay, so I'm 2, Joe's 3. Okay, I'm 2, Joe, you're 3. Are you getting audio from it? Sorry, it's focused. It's on manual focus. These cameras all over the world. Joe wanted me to remind you, you can't just be able to capture it and then
Scores by following the UHSA on Twitter at UHSAA Info. And download the UHSAA mobile app for scores and brackets.
I'll make her on this slide right there.
Good quarterbacks in Grantsville graduated last year.
Yeah.
So this year was a Mason kid that came in.
Yeah.
He was a sophomore.
They got
They'll
better.
be tough again next year.
They're going to be. I think they'll be improved next year.
Yeah.
They got.
Credit Union. To honor America, please join us for the presentation of the national anthem. Well, let's meet the starting lineups. The designated visiting team, the Ben Lomond Scots. He is a 6'2 senior, number 5, Kakoa Beard. A 6' senior, number 11, Preston Williams. 5'10 and a senior, number 15, Chauncey Whitney. A 6' senior, number 30, Caleb Alexander. And a 6'3 sophomore, number 33, Jake East. The Scots are coached by Tanaka Beard, Jethro Holden, Eric Van Beek, Chris Alexander, and Garrett Redmond. It's Steve Paul. Welcome the designated Grantsville Cowboys.
We're good.
At 6'2", he is a senior, number 1.
And we welcome you to the D Event Center at Weber State University in Ogden for the quarterfinals of the 3A State High School Basketball Tournament. We're excited to be here with you, Greg Sterner and Rick Robinson, for the Grantsville and Ben Lomond game tonight. Grantsville comes in the number 3 seed, 16-6 on the year. Ben Lomond comes in number 6. These two teams played twice already this year. Grantsville coming away with victories in both of those games, but both of these teams definitely they know each other well, Rick, in the same region up there in Region 13, and meet each other in the quarterfinals here.
Yeah, and there's a big crowd on here from Ben Lomond. They're old student, but I'm sure they let their school out because they are here in the Ogden area. And they're here in force.
Yeah, when you look at our cameras from where we're sitting up here right at midcourt, up a little bit higher, you might not see as many fans on the other side. It's a pretty good-looking crowd. But what Rick's talking about, they must have let school out at Ben Lomond because you've got a huge contingent of Scott fans here just to the right of us over here. So,
and you mentioned that the Fighting Scots is one of your favorite mascots.
It is. It's one of the coolest mascots in UHSAA, in my opinion. The cool-looking, mascot, and just the Scots is a very unique name, so kind of fun here. Scots come in 14-8, 5-5 in Region 13. Grantsville wins the tip there. Pass goes to the right to Gabe Mortson. Now that little weave outside. Drive inside by Grantsville. Shots no good by Tate Allred. Going to be a foul against the Scots, so send the Cowboys to the line for the first time.
Both you and I got to see Grantsville in the Sevier Valley Center when they played there, and Grantsville was ranked number 1 much of the season and slipped to 3rd.
Yeah, Grantsville trying to do what Juab did last year, sweep the football and basketball state championships. Grantsville obviously won that football state championship for the first time in about 20 years or so. First free throw from Tate Allred is good. Second one good as well, nothing but net. First lead of the night, 2-0 for the Cowboys. So now Grantsville, that's Preston Williams. He'll run the show for them. Across the way to Kakoa Beard. Leading scorer for the Scots this year with 16 points, Kakoa Beard is. Athletic kid out there. He's going to look at a step-back three now. Pass it to the right corner. That's Jake East, Ball gets tipped around. Comes back to Kakoa Beard. Well, he'll set up the offense. Gets to the free throw line, picks up his dribble. Back out now to Preston Williams. Great defense by the Cowboys. Preston Williams will rise up for a tough two-pointer. Ball's no good. Tipped around. Taken by the Cowboys. Coming the other way is Carter Killian. Takes it at the hoop. No good. Good defense from the Scots back there.
Both these teams with a lot of speed. Grantsville in a very tight man-to-man.
Now a three-pointer will go up for Ben Lomond. No good. Good strong rebound there for Grantsville by Dylan Richardson. Gets it to Tate Allred. Tate, 13 points a game for the senior. Carter Killian leads the way for the Cowboys with 15 points per game. He has the ball right now. He's going to give it to Tate Allred. Outside open look at three from the wing for the Cowboys is no good. Carter Killian misses that one. Ben Lomond comes down with it.
Both teams 0 for 2 from the field to start this game. Just have a pair of foul shots. Why Grantsville's ahead, but both teams missing early.
So left-hand slot. Preston Williams picks up the dribble, shoots a free throw line jumper. That's no good. Good hustle there by Carter Killian to track down the rebound for the Cowboys. Outlet comes up the court to Tate Allred. He'll drive in, get to the block, now turn around, pass it back to Carter Killian. Little dump pass down in the lane. Shot by Dylan Richardson is up. First field goal of the game, good for either team. 4-0 Cowboys.
What a great pass right through the center of the lane. He was down under the basket and gave the pass right in the middle of the lane.
Yeah, just draw that defense to you. Give it back to your teammate for the nice little 4-foot jumper. I don't know if it's even a jumper from 4 feet. More of a layup, I would say. Kikoa Beard now through the legs, dribble. Shot goes up, short, no good. Rebound by the Cowboys. Coming the other way quickly. Brigham Mulford, one of those Cowboys we haven't talked about yet, averages 12 points a game. Good three-point shooter. Now try a little pocket pass down low by Carter Killian. It's going to be picked off by the Scots. Coming the other way is Williams, Preston Williams. Now we'll reset it to Beard. Kikoa Beard on right hand extended. Now three-pointer's going to go up by the Scots. That's good. Jake East with the first points for the Scots.
Yeah, and they're 1 out of 4 from the field, but a three-point shot.
4-3, 3 minutes into this first quarter. Grantsville with the lead. The number 3 seed Cowboys. As Rick mentioned, much of this year they were the number 1 seed through the RPI, and then just these last couple of weeks dropped to 2 and then down to 3. Drive goes in by Gabe Moritzen. The shot's going to be blocked. Out of bounds off the Scots.
Yeah, and now 1 for 5 from the field to start this ball game. Ben Lomond, these two teams look like they've played each other before.
Yep. Yeah, Grantsville came away with 2 victories this year. Now Steele's going to be taken by Ben Lomond on the inbound pass. Williams is going to bring it down, layup high off the glass. No good, but he's fouled. Preston Williams will step to the free throw line.
Difference so far in this game has been the 2 turnovers by Grantsville, and Ben Lomond yet to have one, even though Ben Lomond has not shot particularly well.
Yeah, just haven't been able to capitalize on those turnovers yet. Yep. So Preston Williams will step to the free throw line for the Scots. Preston was good free throw shooter. Knocks that one down to tie the score, 4-4. Gets in the scorebook for the first time tonight. One more for Preston Williams from the charity stripe. Got the second one as well. First lead of the night for the Scots, 5-4. Scots will come out in a full court pressure look. It's like kind of a 1-2-1-1 almost look out there. Ball goes into the corner to Tate Allred. Now outside shot. Three-point shot goes up by Brigham Mulford. Knocks it down. Brigham Mulford, one of the best three-point shooters in all of 3A. 7-5, Grantsville with the lead. Chauncey Whitty uses that left hand. Now he'll go back to the perimeter. Brigham Mulford gets down on the floor for the Cowboys. Going to be a tie-up jump ball, possession arrow to the Scots.
Yeah, and that saved a turnover for Ben Lomond. Had that gone against them, they have yet to have a turnover in this game. But now how quickly the shooting changes. Grantsville 2 for 4 from the field now, 50%.
Jay Sandberg into the game for the first time for the Cowboys. Sandberg, a name in Grantsville, good athletic name. You've heard that name for the last few years if you followed the Cowboys. Three-point shot goes up by Beard for the Scots. That's hard, no good. Brigham Mulford now pushing it up the floor. Gets it up to Carter Killian. Carter will try to back down, gets into the paint, now outside. 3-point look for the Cowboys. Around the rim, no good. Mortson gets in there, pulls down the rebound, but then tries to pass out to the perimeter, and that's going to be picked off by the Scots. Mortson running from behind. He's going to pick up the foul. Gabe Mortson may remember the 3A MVP in the Deseret News for football this year, the junior.
What a great football team and a football story it was for Grantsville. I think all of us enjoyed that.
Yeah, absolutely. They just did a great job. Physical team. I called their game when they played Manti earlier this year, and they really took it to the Templars up in Grantsville. Excellent football team. Good drive by Kekoa Beard. Lays it in to get in the scorebook for the first time. Tie the score at 7. 3:09 left. Quickly coming the other way. Tate Allred gets a layup for the Cowboys.
And Grantsville now 3 for 6 from the field to start this game. And Ben Lomond 2 for 7.
Going to win a lot of games if you shoot 50% from the field. Can't turn the ball over, though. Scots will drive in. That's Chauncey Whitty. Ball gets knocked out of bounds off the Cowboys. Ben Lomond will inbound along the baseline.
You can see Kekoa is the real leader on this team, though. The flow goes through him, and you can see he's always putting pressure on the defense because he's looking to shoot.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming into the game for, what do we got? Blake Bunderson into the game for Grantsville. Pass goes around to the perimeter to Whitty. Now he's going to give it to Beard. I don't know this. I don't know Ben Lomond all that well, but I'm assuming Coach Beard, Tanaka Beard, would be Kekoa Beard's dad. Kekoa gets a tough layup to fall. Quickly coming the other way. Grantsville gets a tough layup to fall and one. Going to step to the free throw line. Tate Allred with 6 points, looking for 7. Tate Allred, a senior, 13 points a game. Free throw short, no good. Good box out there by Caleb Alexander for the Scots. Gets it to Preston Williams, left-hand side. Uses that left hand, gets down towards the block, now picks up his dribble. Double team comes for the Cowboys. Outlet pass goes outside to Jake East. Now around to Kekoa Beard, directing the offense, calls for that screen. Gets the switch, Gabe Mortson. Now he'll pass it to Whitty. Good quick hands by Brigham Mulford to knock that one away.
I have the first turnover of the ball game for Ben Lomond.
Haven't made their shots all that well, but they have, as you mentioned, Rick, they've done a good job. Taking care of the possessions. So Brigham Mulford now. Top of the key. Now a little baseline cut. A little hammer pass goes out to Blake Bunderson. A little bit too.
4 turnovers here in the first period for Grantsville. However, they're 4 for 7 from the field. One of those a 3-point shot. That's been a difference. That's why they're ahead by 2.
Yeah. 11-9, under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Grantsville with the lead. As Rick mentioned, shooting well, just can't keep a lot of turnovers for the Cowboys. Now a turnover by the Scots.
Back-to-back possessions with turnovers by Ben Lomond.
Brigham Mulford gives it to Bunderson. Now Mortson. Back to Mulford. Free throw line area jumper. Got it. Brigham Mulford with 5 points here in the first quarter. 13-9. Just over a minute left here in the first quarter. Grantsville with the lead. We're glad you can join us on Centricom Channel 10 here, ETV. Have a whole host of folks here helping us today. Producers and cameramen. Folks at Centricom do a good job. Turnover by the Scots. Grantsville will come the other way.
We got the easy part. We show up and just watch basketball.
That's right. Put on a headset and talk, right? With 51.3 seconds left here in the first quarter, we're going to have a foul on the perimeter by the Scots. Coming back in for the Cowboys, Dylan Richardson, number 20. And who do we got down there in the corner? Is that Carter Killian? Yep, Carter Killian back in. Brigham Mulford will initiate offense. Kind of a 2-1-2 defensive look, it looks like. Maybe a 2-3, just with that post coming up for the Scots. Looks like Grantsville's just going to work for the last shot. 30 seconds left. Brigham Mulford, right slot, gives it to Killian.
Couldn't do that next year. We'll have a shot clock.
Right. 35-second shot clock. That's right. Lots of passing on the perimeter. Now it's going to be passed back outside. Picked off by Preston Williams. Doesn't have numbers, but he's going to take it himself anyway. Uses the right hand. Comes off the rim. No good. Carter Killian coming the other way. 8 seconds. Nobody steps in front of him. Euro steps. Ball gets knocked away, but shot goes up by the Cowboys. No good. Going to have a three-quarter court shot by the Scots. It's just a little short. So at the end of one, your score, Grantsville 13, Ben Lomond 9. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter right after this. And welcome back for the start of the second quarter. Greg Sterner, Rick Robinson to my right. To my left, we have Dylan Smith from ETV. We have Barrett Hilton from Centricom. We have Adam Coombs from MTCC Channel 3 running a camera. We have Joe Williams running a camera. We just have folks all over the place, Rick, here.
And what's unbelievable, how nice they are this early in the morning. They've been way nice.
They are good dudes, that's right. So start of the second quarter here, 13-9, Grantsville with the lead. Grantsville shot the ball well. Quite a few turnovers that kind of kept Ben Lomond in this one, Rick.
They had 5 turnovers, but shot 56% from the field, 1 for 2 from the three-point line.
So now the ball gets into the paint for the Cowboys. Knocked out of bounds. Good quick hands by Kekoa Beard for the Scots to knock that one out of bounds.
Ben Lomond, I only had them 1 for 2 from the three-point line, but 3 for 10, 30%, 2 turnovers.
For most of this tournament, we're going to have the Brad father, the stat master, Brad James. He's not here yet. He and Tanner Wilkinson are driving up for that next game, Manti and
Can I say thank you? We both love having Brad James here. Tanner.
What I was getting at is you're keeping the stats like the Brad father, but coming up this next game, we'll have the stat man here. But ball goes around the perimeter now for Grantsville. Carter Killian. Free throw line extended, gives it back. Now Brigham Mulford. Good quick passing by the Cowboys. Now pass goes into the corner. Good pass down low now to Dylan Richardson. Ball gets knocked away. Brigham Mulford tracks it down. Parker Williams, active hands. He gets in for an easy layup that kind of went around the rim. Looked easy, but took a little bit to fall.
And the 6th turnover, and it's another 7th. It has been a factor in this game. Grantsville continues to be plagued by turnovers.
Yeah, Preston Williams doing a lot on the perimeter with those active hands. He's caused a few of those turnovers himself.
7 turnovers now to just 2 for Ben Lomond. Wow. You would think the point differential will be better because Ben Lomond has struggled shooting. Grantsville, and now they're going to reverse the call.
Yeah, so another official came in and said that went off of the Scots.
So that'll only be 6 turnovers. I'll take one away.
There you go.
And that was good officiating.
Yeah. The officials get together, talk about what they see. You bet. So Carter Killian now through that 2-3 zone. He splits the defense. Nice little ball fake outside to Brigham Mulford. That one's too hard, no good. Ball gets tipped around. Good hustle there by the Cowboys to come up with it. Brigham Mulford will drive on the baseline, try to pass it down low, but another turnover picked off by the Scots. Scots are so active with their hands down low.
I guess they were determined to get that 7th turnover.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what, the passing lanes have been covered nicely by Ben Lomond.
Absolutely.
Been a tough defense, and Grantsville's been in a man-to-man most of this game. I have not really noticed them in a zone.
Yeah, Ben Lomond's been in the zone at least these last few possessions. Got turnovers on him. Three-pointer goes up for the Scots. Got it. That's number 12, Trenton Harris. Another lead now for Ben Lomond, 14-13. 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. Yeah, that kind of 2-1-2 defense of the Scots is causing fits for the Cowboys. They're able to get it there to that free throw line area, but not any lower. Brigham Mulford now. Try to pass it down low. Now it's going to go outside, and I think you're going to see Coach Nate Austin for the Cowboys take the first time out of the game. We'll take it with him. We'll be right back. Lomond has one of the coolest bands. They showed it on camera there when we went to that last break. We got bagpipes and drums. Yeah,
way fun.
Dressed in their kilts. Yeah, they look the part, absolutely. Grantsville will drive into the lane. Ball goes outside. Moritzen, open look. Wing three, got it from Gabe Moritzen. Gives the lead back to the Cowboys by 2, 16-14, 5:30 left here in the first half. Preston Williams. He'll initiate offense for the Scots. To the right corner, free throw line extended behind the three-point line. Now Trenton Harris will hand it off to Caleb Alexander. Ball just working around the outside. Chauncey Whitty. Three-pointer, Kekoa Beard, hard, no good. Fight for the rebound between these two teams, and Carter Killian's going to end up with that one. Under 5 left here in the first half. 2-point lead for the Cowboys. They led by 4 at the end of 1.
That was Ben Lomond's first miss of the quarter. They were 2 for 2 before that. And of course, they had built the lead.
Now the pass will go into the corner. Killian will rise for 3. Got it. His first points tonight.
Back-to-back three-point shots for Grantsville. They've now made 3 of 5 from the three-point line in this game.
6-0 run coming out of that timeout to give the Cowboys a 5-point lead. 4:20 left here in the second quarter. Outside.
It's funny how much better you look when you're able to make shots.
Oh, yeah, especially three-pointers.
Yeah, it just makes you look like so much better of a team.
Preston Williams now for the Scots. Crossover dribble, gets down to the block, now kicks it out for an open look for 3. Short, no good. Carter Killian, another rebound for the Cowboys. Outlet pass up the court. Dylan Richardson, a little bit too tall for him, out of bounds. Scots ball.
Well, Ben Lomond, who'd got up to 50% shooting now, 7 for 14. It's funny when you make a few quick shots, and now another turnover for Grantsville. This game, I think, would not be this close, and it is, a 5-point lead, but Grantsville's turnovers have kept Ben Lomond in here.
Absolutely. Yep, you're right. Skip pass across the way. Beard will rise from 3 from the left side. No good. Another defensive rebound by the Cowboys. They're doing a great job on the defensive glass, not allowing the Scots to get offensive boards and second chances. Gabe Moritzen will rise for a 3. Hard, no good. Preston Williams comes down with it for the Scots. Outlet pass up the court to Jake East. He'll pick up his dribble. Back to Preston Williams. Preston will bring it back to that Big Sky logo out on the court. Now they'll reset right on that Weber State logo to Caleb Alexander.
And Ben Lomond shot 3 straight three-point shots. They've missed all 3 of them their last 3 possessions.
Preston Williams, now to Beard. Quick passes on the perimeter. Almost an NBA range three goes up. No good. Gabe Moritzen skies for that rebound. Gives it to Brigham Mulford. Coach Nate Austin tells him, slow it down. Calls out a half-court set here. Mulford will hand to Killian. Now to Tate Allred. Tate leading the way for the Cowboys. 6 points. Foul's going to be called on the perimeter on the Scots.
Yeah, the official was not going to call that, but there was damage. It would have been a turnover. The bump clearly caused that, so the official called it.
Yep, makes sense. What do we got? 4 fouls on the Scots. Only 2 on Grantsville this whole first half with under 3 minutes left here in the first half. So quick-moving game. Not a lot of breaks here. Carter Killian working on that 2-3 defense again of the Scots. Brigham Mulford now back to Killian. Double team comes. Uses his dribble. Now picked off on the outside. That's by Trenton Harris. Gives it back to Preston Williams. Little alley-oop pass thrown down to Kekoa Beard, but it gets tipped by the Cowboys. So the Scots will have to reset. Preston Williams, crossover dribble.
Boy, Grantsville's fast.
Yeah, they're quick to recover. You're right. Yep. Shot will go up by the Scots. Tough shot around the rim. No good. Carter Killian skies for that rebound. Again, not giving the Scots second chances.
And the Scots, after hitting their first 2 shots, have now missed 5 in a row in this quarter.
Brigham Mulford now to Carter Killian. Under 2 minutes left here in the first half. Killian will drive in a little Euro step. Puts up the shot. They call it travel first.
My goodness. 5 turnovers in the first period. 5 turnovers now here in the second quarter. 10 turnovers to just 2 for Ben Lomond.
Yeah.
And you think that would be a factor in a game, and sometimes it's just not. And so far, it's not really hurt Grantsville.
Yeah, still with that 5-point lead, 19-14 here. 90 seconds left here in this first half. Scots with the ball. Now Kekoa Beard. Ball gets knocked away, taken away by Tate Allred. Goes to Brigham Mulford. Now back to Tate Allred. Reward the man. Puts up a 3. Short, no good. Rebound by Jace Sandberg. Now Brigham Mulford. Thinks about a 3, but he's going to back it out. Now to Moritzen. Gabe Moritzen gets into the lane, tries to do that little pocket pass down low, but it's going to be picked off. But then Moritzen takes it back, so Cowboys keep possession. Going to have an offensive foul. That's going to be another turnover on the Cowboys.
Yeah, and the official took his time to make sure it wasn't a flop, and I kind of agree he definitely ran into him. Couldn't quite stop in time.
So just 1 minute left here in the first half. As we mentioned, quick-moving first half. Low scoring, 19-14. You see that a lot in the state tournament where teams, they value possessions more. Well, value possessions. Grantsville's a lot of turnovers, but just a little bit slower-paced game a lot of times in the state tournament. We're going to have a foul down on the block before the shot against the Cowboys, so Kekoa Beard doesn't get that chance for the and one.
And he put it in, and that's one where you said, we didn't want that call necessarily.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you'd rather have the bucket for sure, yep. So Preston Williams will inbound underneath his own hoop for the Scots.
Boy, I'm really impressed with Kekoa, though. He's a terrific ball player. And there's no question Grantsville has focused on him.
Absolutely, yep. Inbound will come to East. Now hand off to Preston Williams. 19-14, Grantsville with the lead here. 30 seconds left here in the first half. We'll see if the Scots hold for the last shot. Goes out to Trenton Harris. He'll use that Williams screen. Crossover dribble, nice drive in. And they're going to call an offensive foul. Oh, Coach Beard is not happy about that one. First time we've called Marcus Royster's name. Nice little shot off the glass, but they call the offensive foul. Perfect.
Yeah, now goes a turnover. They're second in this quarter.
Ooh, that's a tough call. If you watch on that replay right there, that's a tough call. But as it is, it turns the ball back over to the Cowboys with 10 seconds left now. Crossover behind the back dribble by Carter Killian. Tries to get it down low. Shot goes up right at the buzzer. It's no good. Well, a little bit before the buzzer, not right at the buzzer. No good. So at half, your score, Grantsville 19, Ben Lomond 14. We'll be back with the start of the second half in about 10 minutes.
I'm a mom raising 4 kids, so I know what you're dealing with. Distractions during homework time, faces buried in devices at dinner, not to mention the tug of war to pry devices away from my kids when it's time to go to bed. So I looked everywhere to find a system that could help me with everything I need. A system I can trust. And I found it. It's called CentraGuard by Centracom. You can get started with taking back the internet by visiting Centracom.com right now. CentraGuard. Better family internet.
It's time to supercharge your internet with a true broadband internet plan from Emory Telecom. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Call or click EmoryTelecom.com to supercharge your internet today.
Centracom believes the service relationship continues long after installation, and we're available to support you every step of the way. That's why if there is a problem with our equipment, a service visit from us means no cost to you. We know the value of a satisfied customer, so if you refer us to a friend, we'll take care of them and you'll get 1 month of service free. We promise to make your experience the best it can be. Centracom, keeping you connected.
Digital cable is a classic. But if you're not enjoying more streaming video services, you're missing out. Emory Telecom has the eFiber internet speeds and reliable Wi-Fi you need for flawless video streaming from all the latest services on all your devices. Whether you want to enhance your streaming options or connect with maximum bandwidth, Emory Telecom's got a sweet plan to make everyone happy. Call or visit EmoryTelecom.com now to upgrade for just $10 more per month.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
Agraria Insurance is a proud sponsor of the Utah High School Activities Association. For more information, visit FUMIC.org, and thank you to Agraria Insurance for your support of high school activities in Utah. Don't forget to visit the Shirt Stop to pick up your state hoodies, t-shirts, and hats. The Shirt Stop creates and designs the highest quality custom apparel in the state of Utah. If your team or company is looking for retail quality screen printing, embroidery, or promotional products at a killer price, be sure to reach out to the folks at the Shirt Stop today.
Yeah, the mascot's right there. The mascot right there.
Welcome to returning Lomond Scots. Welcome the Cowboys back in the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, the Utah High School Activities Association has joined with the National Federation of State High School Associations to celebrate 50 years of Title IX, the sweeping legislation that created equal participation opportunities for women and girls in high school and college sports. At this time, we would like to invite all women and girls who have participated in high school sports and activities to please stand and be recognized for being trailblazers in Title IX. All current and former women and girls high school and college athletes, please stand and receive our appreciation. Thank you and congratulations. Join the UHSAA in celebrating 50 years of Title IX by using the hashtag Title9at50 on social media. And thank you to Utah's Title IX Trailblazers. McDonald's is a proud sponsor of the Utah High School Activities Association. Download the McDonald's app today and potentially score some free McDonald's every time you use the app. And thank you to McDonald's. The National Federation of High School Sports wants to know your reason why for participating. High school activities allow you to connect yourself, your community, and your future. Find your place, find yourself, find your reason why. Hashtag my reason why.
I got a magic stick, can't see. Whole lot of leverage, using that habit. No, sliding in my Gucci's on, just trying to stay away. Money in me when I sleep, I'm in nothing free. When I'm stopped, not for them ends, you know I got. You see the drop top, stack.
And we welcome you back for the start of the second half. Grantsville, Ben Lomond. Grantsville with a 5-point lead, 19-14. Rick, do you have some of those stats for these teams, maybe?
Yes. At the end of the first half, I had Grantsville 7 for 15 from the field. Yes, they only got 15 shots off.
Yeah,
with their 11 turnovers at 46%. Ben Lomond, 5 out of 17. So Ben Lomond actually got more shots at the basket than did Grantsville. Does that not surprise you?
Yeah, that's really surprising. Yeah.
And they only shot 33%. 2 for 7 from the three-point line for Ben Lomond. 3 for 6 from the three-point line for Ben Lomond. Ben Lomond only had 4 turnovers. I thought you'd be surprised that Ben Lomond actually got more shots.
Yeah, because Ben Lomond didn't get a lot of offensive rebounds, but as you mentioned, they got a lot of those extra possessions because of turnovers.
5 rebounds for Ben Lomond, 11 for Grantsville the first half.
Yeah, Grantsville did a great job just dominating the board. So Ben Lomond with the ball. Now they work it down to Kekoa Beard. He gets it on the block, puts up 2 shots. First one's blocked, second one's challenged and missed. Grantsville coming the other way. You can tell that was an emphasis there coming out of halftime. Kekoa Beard a touch on the block. 3-pointer goes up for the Cowboys. Hard, no good. Nice rebound there by Caleb Alexander for the Scots. He'll bring it across the timeline himself. Picked up by Gabe Mortensen. So now back to Kekoa Beard. Leading scorer for the Scots, as we mentioned. Leading scorer on the year. Only had 4 points there in the first half. Averages over 16 a game. Preston Williams, nice little drive. Runner, good. He leads the Scots with 6 points. Cuts that lead down to 3, 19-16.
And that was a nice drive. And immediate timeout.
Yeah, Coach Nate Austin not happy with his Cowboys right now. Just a 30-second timeout, I think they said.
Well, last year he went in the tournament with the number 1 ranked team, and there's everyone, including myself, thought there was no way they were going to lose, and San Juan upset them.
That's right. Yeah, everybody was kind of excited for that Juab-Grantsville's final last year. You had big guys for both teams. Everybody really wanted to see that, and San Juan ruined that. San Juan beat Grantsville in the semis and then went on and gave Juab a tough game, but ended up losing, taking second. Juab won the state.
And now San Juan's in 2A.
Yeah.
No, with the new realignment this year, but Coach Austin in his second year, and I think he's trying to, I think he's reflecting on a few things he had last year. His team up 19-14 at halftime, and he doesn't want to see him lose that.
Yeah, lose that edge, sure. Takes a timeout quick, just a minute into this second half. Coach Austin, obviously, if you're a college basketball fan here in the state of Utah, he was a really good player for BYU for quite a few years. Just a young guy, just in his second year, and he's done great things for Grantsville. I was actually surprised. Ben Lomond leads this series between the Cowboys and the Scots over the last 15 years or so, but Grantsville had a few years of a little bit down basketball years, and Nate Austin's brought him back to be one of the best. Still by the Scots, coming the other way quickly. Gabe Mortensen recovers and blocks that shot. Trenton Harris tried to take that up and put it in, but Gabe Mortensen just sprinting back and blocks it out of bounds.
And that will really go as a team rebound on the blocked shot.
Yeah, I think Trenton Harris really thought he had a pretty easy layup. And good recovery by the Cowboys. Now the inbounds pass goes right at the hoop there. Jake East puts up a shot, no good, but he's going to be fouled. Step to the free throw line. Something we haven't seen a lot of here today. Not many free throws, Rick.
And Ben Lomond has had 5 shots at the basket here to start the second half to just 1 for Grantsville.
Wow. Yeah, Ben Lomond doing work. Just not able to knock him down. They get that first free throw, Jake East. That's 4 points for him.
Ben Lomond with 3 rebounds here in the second half, 2 offensive boards.
And what did you say? In the first half they had, 5? You
I
said
had
the
him
whole,
with,
the
yeah.
whole first half?
I had him with 5 the whole first half.
3 already in the first minute and a half here. So obviously an emphasis for Coach Beard there coming out of halftime. Second one good for Jake East as well. 5 points for him, 19-18. Little 4-0 run to start this second half for the Scots. Full court look, full court pressure.
Looks like a 1-2-2 3/4 court trap.
Grantsville's able to break it. Brigham Mulford now on the Weber State logo. The Events Center here hosting the 3A tournament this year. We're excited to be here. Me and Rick's first time calling games up here. We got a great spot, a perch up above high, right from where your camera view is.
Here in the D Event Center is the Purple Palace, they call it.
That's right. So Now it goes to Richardson. Free throw line extended. Back out Brigham Mulford, now top of the key. Preston Williams tries to reach around and tip that away, but not able to. So the ball goes now to Tate Allred. He gets down on the baseline. Triple team comes from the Scots. Gets it outside. Now Richardson again. Dylan Richardson. Skip pass into the corner. Now ball's going to be taken away by Preston Williams. 2-on-1 for the Scots, but good hustle defense by Blake Bunderson to come and knock that out of bounds.
And that's going to go off at Ben Lomond.
Wow, that's the second time this half that Ben Lomond thought they was going to have an easy layup, and good hustle by the Cowboys to stop that easy layup for the Scots.
2 turnovers here in the second half for Grantsville. They've only had 1 shot at the basket compared to 5 shots for Ben Lomond.
Wow.
And now Ben Lomond got a turnover, what looked like maybe a lead-taking basket.
Again, that three-quarter court trap look from the Scots. Mulford will cross the timeline with it. Now step back to the logo and set up the offense. 2-on-2 half-court defense now for the Scots, like you've seen for most of this game, if not all of it. Goes into the corner to Richardson. Now the ball's going to be tipped out of bounds off the Scots. Good hands there by Chauncey Whitty to knock that out of bounds for Ben Lomond.
Right in the passing lane on that left wing, able to knock out of bounds. Very fortunate not to get a turnover, Grantsville was.
Back, the inbound comes into the backcourt to Brigham Mulford. Now right-hand slot, top of the key now to Allred. Back to Mulford. Carter Killian with the ball. Now Tate Allred will try the baseline, pick up his dribble, pivot. Set outside to Jace Sandberg. Now another turnover by the Scots. Another look at an easy layup for the Scots. No good, but he's going to step to the free throw line. I think that was Chauncey Whitty. Is that number 15? Am I seeing that right?
I think it is. I tell you, these numbers are hard to read.
Yeah, from where we're sitting, it's a little bit tough with that red on blue from here.
You don't have glasses, and I do, and I still have trouble.
I got the glasses in my eyes, the contacts there, Rick. 19-18, 4:44 left here in the third quarter. Chauncey Whitty steps to the free throw line, try to get in the scorebook for the first time today for him. Short on the first. Ben Lomond's got those kind of iconic colors of theirs. They've always had that Carolina blue almost to go along with the red. Grantsville with their red and white and black as they have for many years. One more for Chauncey Whitty. Second free throw. That one's short, but it rolls in. Gets him in the scorebook for the first time. Ties the score at 19.
It's our third tie we've had in this game. Last time we were tied was 11-11.
Yeah, you got a 5-0 run to start this quarter. Another turnover by the Cowboys. 5-0 run for the Scots to tie it up. They were down 19-14 at half.
4 turnovers in this quarter for Grantsville.
Yeah, that's got to frustrate the coaching staff for the Cowboys.
Still only 1 shot at the basket here.
Wow, halfway through the third quarter. Preston Williams directing the offense for the Scots. You see Kakoa Beard there at the free throw line directing that lower part of the offense. Now a pass is going to go to the block to East. He's going to be fouled from behind by Dylan Richardson. Not a lot of fouls in this game. I think Grantsville only had 2 or 3 there in the first half. Ben Lomond only had about 4. 3 fouls on Grantsville this half so far.
None on Ben Lomond, as you were pointing out.
Yep. Preston Williams will inbound underneath his own hoop to Beard. Double team comes. Beard tries to dribble out of it. Ball gets tipped away, and he's going to shoot a short little 5-footer. No good, but Coach Beard wanted a foul there. Nothing called. Brigham Mulford now searching down with that dribble. Now Tate Allred. Double team comes on him again. Anytime the Grantsville gets a touch in the paint, that double team comes from the Scots. Carter Killian will drive on Preston Williams. You're going to have an offensive foul. Another turnover on the Cowboys.
5 turnovers. And I hate to go on that, but that is a factor in this game. They had 11 at halftime, 16 here in the ball game, but 5 here in this quarter. Only 1 shot at the basket. And what the zone is doing is when Grantsville gets in, they're collapsing.
Absolutely. Yeah, like you say, you want to be positive about things, and we try and point out the positive things, but that's a storyline in this game. Grantsville's had 1 shot this entire quarter. 5 minutes in here almost. Now Carter Killian's going to get another shot, but you're going to have a foul in the backcourt. I think a off-the-ball foul against Ben Lomond. Ben Lomond players are not happy about that. I don't know if we can see that replay. If you're Grantsville, you might be a little upset because Carter Killian had a one-on-one going towards the hoop.
Well, they were able to steal the ball here. Here in the second half, Ben Lomond 1 for 6 from the field. Grantsville is 0 for 1.
Barrett Hilton just showed that replay for us. And back at midcourt, as the players were getting up, you see Kekoa Beard kind of run into the Grantsville player. I think it was Brigham Mulford. And that's why they're going to call that foul against him. So I don't think it's a technical or anything. I think it's just a common foul. We'll see. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back in 1 minute.
I'm a mom raising 4 kids, so I know what you're dealing with. Distractions during homework time, faces buried in devices at dinner, not to mention the tug of war to pry devices away from my kids when it's time to go to bed. So I looked everywhere to find a system that could help me with everything I need. A system I can trust. And I found it. It's called CentraGuard by Centracom. You can get started with taking back the internet by visiting Centracom.com right now. CentraGuard. Better family internet.
It's time to supercharge your internet with a true broadband internet plan from Emory Telcom. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Call or click EmoryTelcom.com to supercharge your internet today.
And welcome back, folks. 19-19, 3:34 left here in the third quarter. So we'll see what they work out on this. That off-ball foul as Carter Killian was taking the ball. Looked like he had a look at the layups. So they're just going to call that a common foul against Kekoa Beard, and it's going to have Grantsville inbounding along the baseline since that's where the ball was when the call was made.
And that did give a turnover to Ben Lomond.
Okay. Now Carter Killian in the corner. Double team comes. That good pressing defense. That double team comes quickly for Ben Lomond.
Boy, and when you pick up that ball, they're coming after it.
Yep, exactly. Brigham Mulford will pick up the ball, put up a three-pointer. No good. Jake East comes down with the rebound for the Scots. Into the game for the first time for the Scots. Number 2, Fariel Coronado. I think that's the first time he came in. I saw him throwing down some pretty easy dunks there in the warm-ups.
Both shots for Grantsville here in the second half are three-point shots. They missed both of them.
They still haven't scored 5 minutes into this third quarter, Grantsville. It's been a 5-0 run for Ben Lomond. Skip pass across the way. Now back to the top of the key, Coronado. The ball's going to be tipped away. Turnover off the Scots. Grantsville steal.
And Ben Lomond's really only made one basket. It's been the foul line how they've been able to tie this game up on their 5-0 run.
There wasn't a lot of that in the first half, but yes, in the second half, you're right. So the ball works around from Jace Sandberg, now to Carter Killian. And to Mulford. Now Tate Allred. Little ball fake. He'll take it in on the Scots. Shot's no good. Good defense by the Scots. Coming the other way. Outlet pass. Athletic shot there by Caleb Alexander to get him in the scorebook and give Ben Lomond the lead, 21-19. Tate Allred will drive. That shot's going to be blocked by Caleb Alexander. Offensive on one side, defensive on the other end by Caleb Alexander. Still no score by Grantsville in this third quarter. 7-0 run for Ben Lomond. 21-19. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Inbound pass comes out to the perimeter to Brigham Mulford. Now to Sandberg. Back to Mulford. That 2-1-2 defense just causing fits for Grantsville. The 2-1-2 defense of the Scots. Ball gets to the free throw line area to Killian. Now hands it back to Tate Allred. He picks up his dribble. That double team comes like it has all day when anybody gets it down on the block. Nice little move there by Carter Killian, but cut off by the Scots. Now outside. Sandberg, three-pointer. Did everything but fall there, Rick. 21-19. Ben Lomond still with the lead. Minute and a half here in the third quarter. We'll see if Grantsville's able to score this quarter at all.
And Ben Lomond doing a much better job on the boards this half.
Oh, absolutely. That's something we talked about coming out of halftime is how much better Grantsville did. 3-point shot by Kekoa Beard. That one kind of replicate of what Grantsville just did. Everything but down. Brigham Mulford will drive it into the lane. Nice pass down low. Easy layup for Jace Sandberg. Set up by Brigham Mulford.
And Grantsville, for the first time this quarter, has scored.
Wow. Yep.
Under a minute to go.
7 minutes. You called a game earlier this year against Richfield about a week ago where Richfield went about this long without scoring as well. Kikoa Beard puts up a shot, no good, but he's going to be fouled. Going back to that, Richfield played ALA in the play-in game or in that first-round game, and I think Richfield went about 8 minutes like that. So
yeah, and they only had 13 points at halftime, and I said, you're not going to win many games with 13 points, and this game was 19-14 at halftime.
Absolutely, yep. Kikoa Beard steps to the free throw line for the Scots. First one got it. That gives him 5 points. As I've mentioned a few times throughout this broadcast, he's the leading scorer for the Scots this year, over 16 points a game. What is he? He's a senior. They list him at 6'3", 185, athletic body. Good ball player. Got the second one as well. 2-point lead for the Scots, 23-21. He and Preston Williams with 6 points to lead the way for the Scots. Grantsville the other way. Shot goes up, no good. Jake East comes down with it to Preston Williams. Looks for that outlet pass. Changes his mind. He'll keep it himself. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. 2-point lead for the Scots. If I'm Coach Beard here, I'm not in any hurry. I'm getting that last shot. Kikoa Beard directing offense from the perimeter. Hands it off to Alexander. Back to Preston Williams. Now outside. Shot goes up by Whitty from the three-point line and got it. 4 points for Chauncey Whitty. 5-point lead for the Scots. 2 seconds. Shot goes up for the Cowboys. No good. So at the end of 3, your score, Ben Lomond 26, Grantsville 21. We'll be back with the start of the fourth quarter right after this.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
And welcome back on Centricom and ETV. 26-21, Ben Lomond with the lead on Grantsville here. Start of the fourth quarter, Greg Sterner and Rick Robinson. Along with Barrett Hilton, Dylan Smith, Adam Coombs, Joe Williams. That's our whole crew today.
Our producers, and it's good to see Barrett. He's hid from me all year long.
So start of the fourth quarter here. Grantsville with the ball. Jace Sandberg now free throw line area to Tate Allred. Works it back up to Carter Killian. He gets into the lane. Double team comes. Little skip pass out to Brigham Mulford. Pocket pass to Richardson. Now quickly moving the ball around. Dylan Richardson. And we talked about this in that break, Rick. That's what Grantsville needs to do. If that double team comes down on the block, they got to get it quickly out to the perimeter. Open looks at threes. Now
they only got 8 shots. Oh, turnover.
Wow, what a play there by the Scots. Quickly up the court to Preston Williams to lay it in for 2. 8 points for him, but that was all created by Chauncey Whitty. Excellent defense along the perimeter.
Grantsville only got 8 shots in the third quarter, 10 for Ben Lomond. They continue to get more shots at the basket.
Yeah, and Grantsville only 2 points. I mean, that was a 12-2 third quarter for Ben Lomond to take that 5-point lead. Now that's up to 7 with the Preston Williams layup.
And Ben Lomond was 3 out of 10 in that quarter, and then they made foul shots to go with it.
Yep.
Made 1 3-point shot.
So Grantsville foul against the Scots. Grantsville will inbound. Gabe Moritzen will rise for three. Got it.
How big a basket is that for for Grantsville?
Yeah, second three-pointer by Gabe Moritzen this game. 6 points for him. 28-24. Cuts that 7-point lead down to 4. Caleb Alexander. Now ball's going to be turned over. Tate Allred with the steal. Gets it to Brigham Mulford. Open look at three for Moritzen again. Hard, no good. Kikoa Beard tips it around. And Tate Allred comes down with it. Brigham Mulford will drive it into the lane. Ball gets tipped by the Scots. So back out to Tate Allred to reset the offense. Right hand extended. Now a little skip pass to Jace Sandberg. Up top, three-pointer, Allred, hard, round the rim, no good. Kikoa Beard, nice rebound for the Scots.
Grantsville's got 3 quick shots at it, all 3-point line, but only made one of them.
Yep. Kikoa Beard, nice little drive into the lane, puts it up off the glass, no good. Good hard rebound by Gabe Moritzen. Brigham Mulford sprinting the other way, gets into the lane. Now outside Carter Killian. On the wing. Now to Tate Allred. Right, free throw line extended, right side. He's going to drive in. That shot's going to be blocked by Kikoa Beard, and you see some emotion from him after that blocked shot. Jake East coming back into the game for the Scots. As we've mentioned, Scots have a great contingent here. They're from Ogden, so obviously just down the road, their high school. It looks like half the student body is here today, Rick. Open three-pointer for Gabe Moritz. Another look is no good from the corner. Kikoa Beard, another rebound. Kikoa Beard not scoring as many points as he's averaged this year, but he's done a great job on the defensive glass. 4 of the 5 shots for Grantsville been from the three-point line in this quarter. They've only made one of them. 2.5 minutes into this fourth quarter and only 24 points total here for Grantsville. Ball gets tipped around. 3-point look for the Scots drops for Caleb Alexander. 5 points for him this morning. Carter Killian now outside to Tate Allred. He drives on the baseline. Little running floater. Beautiful shot on the baseline for Tate Allred to answer. 8 points for Tate to lead the Cowboys. 31-26. 5 minutes left in this one. Preston Williams picks up his dribble in the backcourt, so you're going to have Coach Beard rush in and call a timeout. We'll take it with him. Going to be a 30 seconds, so we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Digital cable is a classic. But if you're not enjoying more streaming video services, you're missing out. Emory Telcom has the eFiber internet speeds and reliable Wi-Fi you need for flawless video streaming from all the latest services on all your devices. Whether you want to enhance your streaming options or connect with maximum bandwidth, Emory Telcom's got a sweet plan to make everyone happy. Call or visit emerytelcom.com now to upgrade for just $10 more per month.
And we welcome you back. 5 minutes left in this one. 31-26. Ben Lomond with the lead. Greg Sterner and Rick Robinson on Centricom and ETV. We're glad you're joining us today. We will have the 3A tournament all throughout this weekend. Ben Lomond with the ball.
They call timeout because Grantsville's showing a half-court trap.
So Preston Williams now to Jake East. Into the corner. That's Trenton Harris. Works it away all the way back around to Preston Williams. Now a three-point shot will go up by Trenton Harris. Looked good from here, just a little bit short there, Rick.
Boy, when you say it looked good, it did look good.
And then Preston Williams is going to foul Brigham Mulford right at midcourt. So with 4.5 left here in this one, 31-26. Still your score, 5-point lead for the Scots. Gabe Moritzen will inbound right there near midcourt. Get it to Carter Killian for the Cowboys. Now Tate Allred. Those two seniors, Carter Killian and Tate Allred, they've played a lot of big minutes for Grantsville these last couple of years. Brigham Mulford, shot fake. He's going to drive on the baseline instead. Now give it to Jace Sandberg. Little one-handed push shot is just a little bit too hard. No good. On the perimeter, Caleb Alexander. Now to Preston Williams for the Scots. What do we got? Is this a man-to-man for Cowboys or a 2-3? Yep, looks like a man-to-man. Oh, and then you had Caleb Alexander driving into the lane, had Jake East just sprinting down towards the hoop. Probably would have had a layup, but just a little bit too tall, out of reach for Jake East.
Ben Lomond with their 5th turnover here in the second half. They only had 4 in the first half. So it has become a little more of a factor.
We'll see what Grantsville is able to do off of that turnover. Brigham Mulford tries to split that 2-1-2 defense, picks up his dribble, now outside to Carter Killian, back to Mulford. Ball gets kicked. I think, I don't know if they called it out of bounds or just a kick, but it should have been a kick off of Ben Lomond. So
well, that's what I thought. I thought it looked to me like the ball got kicked. Has to be intentional.
Yep.
So maybe they ruled it was not intentional. Either way, it's Grantsville basketball.
Mulford with it. Now Mortensen. Mortensen hit that 3 earlier in this quarter. Skip pass along the way to Carter Killian. Killian now with the ball again. He'll drive with that left hand. Picks it up inside the free throw line. 3-pointer goes up by Brigham Mulford. No good. Kekoa Beard another rebound.
That was a long 3-point shot. Looked like it might go.
Yeah, Brigham Mulford's such a good 3-point shooter. If he has an open look, he's got to take it. Jake East, now Preston Williams. Triple team comes from Grantsville, so he gets it to Beard. I think you're going to see a traveling called here. Kekoa Beard just kind of got stumbling with his feet, thought that the pressure from the defense was going to come.
I thought he traveled early. Yeah. They called it late.
Yep.
Either way.
Yeah, it did look like he kind of shuffled those feet before he started dribbling into the paint. So with 3 minutes left here, 5-point lead for the Scots.
Yeah, when you're ahead, you can afford a few miscues.
Yeah.
You don't want them,
sure,
but you can afford them. For Grantsville, they've had some good looks. They've not been able to get the ball in the hoop.
Only 7 points here this half for the Cowboys. They were 19-14. They had the lead at halftime. 31-26 now for the Scots. Carter Killian now to Brigham Mulford. That double team in the corner comes like it has all day. Preston Williams tries to reach in. They're going to call a foul. That's going to be the 5th foul against the Scots here this half. 5 also on the Cowboys. Inbound comes into the backcourt to Brigham Mulford. Across the timeline. Pick up his dribble. Bounce pass right side to Tate Allred. Now to Carter Killian. Those 3 have done the majority of the ball handling on the perimeter for the Cowboys today. Into the corner, Brigham Mulford rises for 3, no good, but a rare offensive rebound for the Cowboys for Killian. A little pump fake, gets his man in the air, and gets fouled. He's going to step to the free throw line. I don't know, has Grantsville shot free throws this
I don't
quarter
think so.
Or this half?
No.
I don't think they have.
And this will give them a chance to cut into this lead with no time running. Again, Grantsville owns 2 8 and 9-point wins earlier this season.
Yep.
But that means nothing in tournament play.
Yep, these 2 teams know each other well. Absolutely. First one for Carter Killian is good. 4 points for him. He's the leading scorer this season for the Cowboys. 15 points a game, just 4 tonight.
I've been so impressed with this Ben Lomond smothering defense.
Yeah.
But that being said, I mean, there's a reason why Grantsville's been ranked highly. They're still not out of this game.
Oh, yeah. Plenty of time left. 3-point lead for the Scots after that second one is good from Carter Killian as well. Grantsville will come out in a full court look. Alexander's going to break it. Now the ball gets tipped around. Alexander takes it into the paint himself. He's going to be fouled and step to the charity stripe.
Yeah, there were bumps here, bumps there.
Yeah.
Reaching in here. Looked like he might turn it over. It looked like he might get a foul, and at the end of the day, he drew a foul.
Yep. Are they going to say that was before the shot? So he won't go to the free throw line for 2 here.
Yeah, it's on the dribble drive they ruled.
Okay. So I think we're going to have another timeout called by Nate Austin of the Cowboys. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in a minute.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
And welcome back. 2:11 left in this fourth quarter. 31-28. Ben Lomond with the lead on Grantsville here. Ben Lomond inbounding along the baseline.
The first half was all Grantsville. The second half so far has belonged to Ben Lomond.
Exactly right. Yep. 17-9 in this second half. Ben Lomond outscored the Cowboys. Jake East on the block, going to back it back out. Reset the offense now to Caleb Alexander. Tate Allred will pick him up. Try to get that 5-second count started. Kekoa Beard's going to drive into the lane. Off the glass and in. 8 points for Kekoa Beard this morning. Gabe Moritzen, skip pass across the way to Carter Killian. Kind of a soft double team comes from Ben Lomond to force Killian to pass that ball. Now Moritzen gets it down low. Easy little layup for Richardson. Dylan Richardson with 4 points for the Cowboys. Cuts that lead back to one possession, 3 points. Alexander now, the ball's going to be tipped by Killian, picked up by Tate Allred. 3-point lead for the Scots. Brigham Mulford will drive to the free throw line area. Gets it back to Allred. Outside, three-pointer. Killian, short, no good. Kekoa Beard, another good, strong rebound. He's going to be fouled. That's going to be the 7th foul against the Cowboys. Free throws for Beard.
And that would have tied the game.
Yeah,
and
good look.
Now, here in this quarter, Ben Lomond with 4 turnovers. And now, just like that, Grantsville's been able to come back and shoot more shots than Ben Lomond. The whole game had been Ben Lomond.
Just not hitting them, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Grantsville's just not hitting them. They, like you say, that's a good offensive possession. Good open look there for Killian from the three-point line to tie it up and just can't hit it. Kekoa Beard knocks down the front end of the 1-on-1.
Big foul shot there. Lots of pressure. That puts Ben Lomond up by 4. 2 possession now.
Yep. 1:07 left here. Beard with one more from the free throw line. Second one, no good. Gabe Moritzen rises up and gets that rebound. To Brigham Mulford, left side. Uses that double screen. Now to Killian. Picks up his dribble. Moritzen. Contested three-pointer. Kekoa Beard blocked the shot, but you got to leave room for the shooter to come down, and he didn't. If we watch on this replay, you'll see Moritzen goes up, puts up the three-point shot. Athletic play by Beard to block the shot, but Moritzen has to have that room to come down, and he just bumps him on the follow-through. So you're going to see 3 free throws for Gabe Moritzen here.
These are big.
First one, good.
Look pretty calm there. If he can put all 3 of them in, that makes a 1-point game.
Yeah. We start the day well, Rick Robinson. I love it. Second one, got it.
Well, I did when I got to be here with you.
That's right.
Mr. Sterner.
That's right, man. This is a good first game of the day. Coach Beard is going to take a timeout, and we'll see if it's a full or a 30. We'll take a break. We'll be back as soon as this timeout's over. I think we're going to have a full timeout here.
I'm a mom raising 4 kids, so I know what you're dealing with. Distractions during homework time, faces buried in devices at dinner, not to mention the tug of war to pry devices away from my kids when it's time to go to bed. So I looked everywhere to find a system that could help me with everything I need. A system I can trust. And I found it. It's called CentraGuard by Centracom. You can get started with taking back the internet by visiting Centracom.com right now. CentraGuard. Better family internet.
It's time to supercharge your internet with a true broadband internet plan from Emory Telecom. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Call or click EmoryTelecom.com to supercharge your internet today.
And welcome back. 55.1 left here. 2-point lead for Ben Lomond. One more free throw from Gabe Moritzen. Got fouled on a 3-point shot. Down 4. Hit the first 2. One more here for Moritzen. Got it. 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Ice in his veins for the football state MVP in 3A this year. Preston Williams, now Beard. Back to Williams. Now Beard, double team comes. Good pass out to Preston Williams. Double team comes on him, and just a Tough foul called there on the arm. Preston Williams going to go to the free throw line 1-1.
Yeah, and, if you didn't get the steal, I don't know it's all that bad that you get a foul.
Yeah, no, you got to foul sometime, and really it's a good aggressive play. Just about got ball and would have had a steal there coming the other way for the Cowboys. As it is here, though, Preston Williams to the free throw line to try and add to his 8 points today. First one, hard, no good. Rebound, Grantsville. Jay Sandberg goes up and gets it to Brigham Mulford. 1 point lead for the Scots. Grantsville ball. Mulford, Morrison, back to Mulford. Killian outside the college three-point line. He's going to back it out. 20 seconds left here. Tate Allred. Back to Killian. Chauncey Whitty with the defense. Now Tate Allred, back to Killian. That's who Nate Austin wanted to have the ball. And you see Nate Austin jump into the official. Call a timeout. 11 seconds left here. 34-33. Rick Robinson. What a game.
Yeah, and do you think Grantsville was taking that on purpose down? Their offense was way out deep.
Yeah, they definitely weren't attacking the hoop. So if you're Coach Austin, are you just saying we're either going to look for a baseline cutter or a backdoor cut or something, and if not, we're going to work for the last shot? Maybe, yeah.
And I don't know if it was the pressure from Ben Lomond that was pushing them out.
Has all day.
Yeah.
It has so far this whole game. Ben Lomond's perimeter defense and then that double team defense when the ball goes down onto the block or into the paint has just been stellar.
Some people like the idea you take a last shot so your opponents don't get the ball. Other people like, well, if we miss, we still have a chance.
Yep, give yourself multiple shots, yeah. So I think if you're Coach Austin now, you're telling your team, let's run our offense, take the first good look. Don't work it for a last-second shot. Definitely not. If you're tied, that might be different. But
impressive work today by both these teams.
Yep.
Grantsville to come back when it looked like they were done. And Ben Lomond's defense, to me, has been just incredible.
Absolutely.
But then Grantsville has stepped up when they needed to.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. Yep. It was a 5-point lead at the end of the third quarter for Ben Lomond, 26-21. So a 12-8 run here by Grantsville in the fourth quarter. Inbound will come from Tate Allred. Back to Carter Killian. Little triple screen outside. Killian to the free throw line. Spin move. Shot. No, but he's fouled. 3.9 seconds. Carter Killian going to go to the free throw line for 2.
How much pressure is on these shots? And it's clearly where they wanted to go with the ball. Killian was going to the basket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little spin move, and I think they called that, I don't see a number. We don't have a scoreboard that has a number. I don't know if that was on Beard, down low on the arm, but it's going to be 2 shots for Carter Killian. 3.9 seconds, 1-point lead for the Scots. First one is definitely the pressure one here. If you get the first one, that second one, not as much pressure to break a tie, but to make the tie, that's where the pressure is for Carter Killian. We'll see what he can do. The senior's been in a lot of pressure moments for the Cowboys. First one good, and it was a 1-and-1. They said that wasn't on the shot.
Yeah, and it was right through the heart. And now Grantsville's going to put nobody on the line. They don't want to foul.
Yep.
But 3.9 still gives Ben Lomond a chance here.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got a good 3-4 dribbles up the court with 4 seconds left. So one more for Carter Killian to break the tie. Got it. 7 points for Killian. Coach Beard's going to step in and call a timeout. This isn't the NBA, so it doesn't move the ball up the court.
No, and a lot of kids don't know that.
Yeah, right. But Grantsville retakes the lead, the first time they've had that lead since early here in the second half, 35-34. 2 free throws from Carter Killian. Full timeout. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with the end of this one.
Centricom believes the service relationship continues long after installation, and we're available to support you every step of the way. That's why if there is a problem with our equipment, a service visit from us means no cost to you. We know the value of a satisfied customer, so if you refer us to a friend, we'll take care of them and you'll get 1 month of service free. We promise to make your experience the best it can be. Centricom, keeping you connected.
And And welcome back. 3.9 seconds left in this one. 1 point lead for Grantsville after 2. Ice in his veins. Pressure-packed free throws from Carter Killian.
But Grantsville, in the final 30 seconds, has hit 5 for 5. And Ben Lomond, shooting a 1-1, missed their front end, the 1-1.
Yep.
That's the difference when it comes down to really close ball games.
Absolutely. Yep. Gabe Moritzen and Carter Killian, 2 kids, as we mentioned, ice in their veins.
Still time here, though.
Oh, yeah. Yep. 3.9 seconds. Winner of this game takes on the winner of this next game, Manti and ALA. Tanner Wilkinson and I will have the call on that one. Haven't seen old Tanner show up yet.
I don't think that's the next one. I think it's Leighton Christian. The very next. Well, let's look here.
Yeah, next you got Manti and ALA.
Well, I guess you're right.
Yep, and then me and you come back and do that Leighton Christian Summit Academy game after the Manti versus ALA game. So Grantsville kind of slow coming out of this break, out of this timeout. They better hustle. The officials over there telling them, let's go. Let's see what Ben Lomond gets. Let's see what they draw up. See if they have somebody sprinting towards the hoop, maybe off of a screen, a curl. They do. Kakoa Beard will go up the court now into Jake East. At the midcourt, Jake East, half-court shot, no good. Grantsville comes away with a 1-point victory, 35-34 in the quarterfinals. Move on to the semifinals tomorrow at 9 o'clock, 9:10, whenever it is, tomorrow night.
And
the
that
late
is
game.
at night, as you said.
The late game tomorrow night. Ben Lomond, you feel for those kids. They're giving each other hugs and whatnot. Man, you feel for those kids. They played a tough game today, Rick. 35-34, final score. Grantsville with the victory. Ben Lomond, man, nothing to hang your head about there. Tough, excellent job by the Scots. Oh, frustrating if you're a Scots fan. Euphoria if you're a Cowboys fan.
And Ben Lomond did enough good things to win this game. That's the thing that they'll be frustrated.
Yes.
And it really came down to the foul line.
Yep.
And there's a lot of other things that could have happened, but Grantsville able to make 5 in a row, and Ben Lomond missed one. They only got one shot.
Yep, that front end of the 1-and-1. Absolutely. So your final score today, 35-34. Grantsville with the victory over Ben Lomond. Congrats to the Cowboys. They'll move on to take on the winner of this next game, ALA and Manti. With that, we'll take a break. We'll be back with the Manti versus ALA game right after this.